Well, as you all can very unclearly see, I've had an exceptionally exhausting and frantic weekend, and it is currently 6 o'clock Monday night, and I have not managed to film a thing. Let me take a sip of this and I'll tell you what's going on. So, basically, family life and conflicting schedules and breaking down, sorry about that, and breaking down vehicles, I have not been able to do anything. My gasket kit for the Mustang was supposed to be here 4 days ago, and it won't be here till at least tomorrow. So, that's great. That's too tall. Thought that I was going to be able to pressure wash the Mustang and clean it and do all that sort of fun stuff and be like, hey, here's a cool video of pressure washing and cleaning, and since those are very popular videos, that's what I thought I was gonna do. Ordered a new pump for it, and it got here in time once I discovered that the gaskets for the Mustang weren't gonna be here in time. Got the pump out here at 10:30 last night, putting it together, changing it out. And it doesn't matter which way I flip-flop fittings or nothing, I can't get it to work correctly. Went to Napa this morning, right when they opened, to get fittings, to get back, to put it together so that we could film and have some fun with the Mustang. And no, none of the fittings work, everything's wrong. There's no way I can mix and match, all of it's wrong. So I'm gonna have to start over on that. So then I thought, well, I can just fix the intake leak on my truck. We'll talk about that, look at this. So I thought I was gonna do this, but you can clearly see we're leaking here in this area. We are leaking here, 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 and over there, and somewhere around down there. But in order to get to it, I gotta pull the distributor. What? Oh, very cool, I like that. That's nice. Oh, okay, very nice. So I gotta remove the alternator bracket and the coolant and the heater core and the fuel line and the distributor cap and the brake lines and my wiring harness. I got it moved over here. I just really don't feel like doing that. And the Suburban's where the truck was, and it's a long story. Tried to mow the yard, do something today. The mower quit, pulled it apart, fixed everything, changed everything, still won't run. So, that's a very, very long, convoluted story to tell you. What we're gonna do is time-lapse this garage into some sort of reasonable, acceptable state, because it has been 3 months and it has been an absolute disaster. And quite frankly, I can't even think anymore in here, and it has to, something's gotta change, okay? So what, can you see? I think you can see. There. I have made a nice lovely hole right here next to the 305 where I'm gonna put the 350. We're gonna continue organizing that, reorganize this. I have almost no fireworks left in this bin. I have them organized, so they are gonna go somewhere. And then we're gonna start on, oops, sorry about that. Start on the bench, because that's unacceptable. And so is all of this. It's just, it just keeps going and going and going and going and going and going. Are you ready? Let's time lapse. We gotta find somewhere to put this charger. We actually got it into a reasonably acceptable position, which is pretty good. I wasn't thinking I was gonna have as much luck as I did getting it out of here, or getting it into here, I should say. But I mean, as you can see, it's sitting farther back than the other engine, and it's sitting in that's pretty good spot, to be honest. Just hang out there, thank you. Just hang out. I don't want you to go wiping out the front end of my truck. It doesn't need any help. Let me get rid of this tire. Okay, I'm back. Where to go from here? I don't want to block my 302 in because I really want to be able to get this thing out. I want to be able to access it. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, so I already swept earlier, so that we're good there. I have just enough room to toss this Mr. Buddy back behind this engine. Cool. I want to take the time to organize this and put it all in my toolboxes. This is all the tools that I got last year that I just keep picking through when I need them. But for now, we're just gonna leave them. Try to get the rest of this garage cleaned up. That's the first thing on the agenda. These are Chevy parts. This can go up there. That's a Chevy part. That can go up there. There's my good wire brush I've been looking for weeks, actually months. That needs to go back in the Suburban. That needs to go in the Suburban. Van. I had to buy a new trailer hitch because, well, you know, when I bought that new car, I had to get some more exhaust stuff that I don't need. That's basically empty. Don't need any of this. I had to buy a new trailer hitch. I forgot it at home and I wasn't about to drive 30 minutes back and forth just for a trailer hitch, so I bought a new one. I do not have a good place for fireworks. I'll handle that later. Is that full? Yeah. By the way, before we go back to time lapse, I discovered something that I didn't know existed. This is the Wright stuff, but it's a 1 minute black gasket, high flexibility and oil resistance, ideal for domestic and older vehicles. Sensor safe, RTV silicone, so oil pans, timing covers. If you can do that, I'm assuming you can do an intake manifold. So that's what we're using. And it will be fast. We can test drive it within 20 minutes. I think it's 1 minute you can return it to service, but it's like 30 to 60 minutes for a full cure. All right, let's go back to time lapse. And let me get some of this nonsense handled. I'm gonna turn on the fan. All right, well, as you can see, I now have an audience, which is good. At least they're sitting and they just got done eating some food, so they're a little more relaxed than they had been. Doggone motor is leaking water. Thought this thing would have been pretty well empty, but apparently not. Let's start on trying to organize this bench somewhat and try to get it semi-usable, because ultimately what I'm trying to, ultimately what I'm trying to do here is get this space usable so that hopefully I can shove the new project in here at some point. Hopefully sooner than later is the idea, but that's kind of, in general, I just want it cleaned up. It's way too messy for way too long. All right, let's go through and start organizing and putting stuff away. Okay. We're gonna try something. We're actually getting pretty close. The end is in sight. These fireworks are gonna have to move. So is this cardboard that I'm saving for whatever reason. I'm blaming it on my dad. That guy will not be caught without some good cardboard laying around to lay under a vehicle or put over something or whatever. And he's taught me to be just as weird about it. Now I have way too much cardboard and it's everywhere. Oh, okay, it's still aimed. Looks like it's clear off into the right field. These beautiful hooker headers. I'm going to see if there's any way that I can hang them up on in the rafters, because I don't really want to stick them on a nail, at least not together, and I definitely don't want to undo them and try to spread them out right now. I would like to, but I don't really have any more nails. I have a bunch of screws, but I don't want to screw it to the wall. I just want to hang it up nice. So for now, there's still a bolt in here. I have no idea how in the world he got that in there. I want to see if they'll fit up in the rafters. These are quite heavy though, and I don't want to overload these poor rafters. I know people have put a bunch of stuff in there before, but hey, man, that's perfect. Those are gonna sit great. Those aren't going. Where are they going? Nowhere. Hey, get out of there. Get up. Okay. I think pretty much all I got left to do here is organize some small stuff, and I can bring my motorcycle back in here. My brake tools go in there. I'll put the other razor knife in here, and these blades down here with the cutter. I don't want to lose them. All right, I think we're just about there. Oh, you can't see me. I guess you can watch me be OCD on all my aerosol. Let's see we can do here. Car cleaning chemicals in one spot. Half my stuff is still organized. It's just some of the stuff that really isn't. Okay, all my brake fluid. Okay, I'm gonna need this blaster for, is this a dented one? No, maybe, I don't think so. I think this is my good blaster. That's gonna go in the Mustang once I get the parts in for that. This thing is empty, it's done. You have to hold it upside down to make it work. This is good. It's my good carb clean, my old school Berryman. Here's some more Berryman, some CRC. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that, which, actually, yes, I can. I think this just pops right out of here, doesn't it? Nope, it doesn't. I don't want it to explode, so. Oh man, I did not think we were gonna make it this far. I'll be honest with you, I didn't. Got a little bit left of that. I'll start over with the brake clean. That's gonna be in the front. Got some paint. Brake clean. Try to put the most empty stuff in the front. All my WD goes there. I just realized that I know where some of my other stuff is. My older brother has it. That thing's empty. Some gray primer. Might be using that somewhat soon. Flat black primer. Blue engine paint. Does that still work at all? Oh yeah, it does. Perfect. Good. Here's some more brake clean. That's a lube, better terminal cleaner, parts cleaner. I'll do this so I can see what's happening. Starting fluid can stay over there. Brake clean. Glass cleaner that's basically empty can go right there. There's my grease, my shine, my parts assembly lube, hand cleaner. By the way, this Max hand cleaner, that stuff is amazing. You've really got to try that out if you haven't. Here's some valve grinding compound. That can actually go up here with that. Assembly lube right there. And that's my extra solenoid. Oops. Dinosaur down. There's all my springs. You know, we might actually be using these fairly soon. My nice Transdap. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put that with that right there so I don't lose it. And all my car compound stuff, I don't really have a place for it at the moment, so I'm just going to stuff it here. I always try to keep the rags with whatever I'm using on them. That reminds me, I've got to do the Suburban. That thing is horrible. All right. Wow. I did not think we were going to make it this far, I'll be honest with you. Not tonight, I didn't think anyways. Yeah. I think we're done. Now I still got to put that away and those couple of things, but that's fine. All right. Are you guys ready? I'll put a quick freeze frame in here for what it started as, and then we'll go from here. You ready? That is pretty amazing. I did not think we were going to get that far. Man, we can actually work in here. I got to get a cart for this thing and a tank. Hopefully that'll be coming in the next couple of weeks so we can start welding some stuff again. All right, well, that's it. I'm just going to clean up the last couple of things that I got here and head in for some much needed dinner. Sorry we didn't do anything fun today, but I hope you enjoyed the fun garage ASMR. I actually did. This was actually very satisfying and I feel very relieved. You get that sense of like, yeah, I did not realize how heavy this was wearing on me. Okay, cool. Well, now we're in a good a great position to start again and actually start getting some good work done now that we've got a bay to work in. Pull this stuff in when it's, you know, so exceptionally hot out, and have a little bit of shade, and you know, much more room for the bike. Okay, well, there's not going to be a video next week. I'm sorry to say. It's my family's little yearly vacation. We're gone for about 4 or 5 days once a year, so I am not going to worry about that. So I'm not gonna try to video. It's just not. I'm not gonna take time away from the family to do that. I've got too much other stuff happening. I don't know what I'm saying. I need some peace and quiet where I can think. I am not going to film next week. It's my family's vacation. I'm taking a week off and try to relax a little bit. But the following video ought to be awesome. We're going to do one of two things. I'm either going to introduce the new project, or I'm going to assemble the black Mustang and try to do a first drive on that. Kind of depends on what parts I get first and how fast I can get which one together. Will kind of determine which way we go there. But either way, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be, oh, I'm so excited. To give you an idea, this is part of what I've been working on all day. I got everything cleared on this side of the truck and the dolly. I've been doing crazy amounts of yard work. And then there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I don't know, belly button, rib cage high, dead bush shrub things. Got those yanked out a couple weeks ago, and I just got a bunch of potting soil with some grass seed in here, trying to level out this yard a little bit. Get that going. I'm trying to get that handled and my truck fixed so I can go get one of those playgrounds for the kids and kind of back it up to the bushes here so they can have a decent play area and not just be running around in the dirt and the grass and the gravel. Not the grass, the dirt and the gravel and the sticks all the time. That's the idea. That's what I'm trying to do. All right, that's enough yapping. I gotta go get the motorcycle, put it back in, close everything up, get inside. I'm pooped. I'm done. I will see all you guys in 2 weeks. See you in 2 weeks. Happy wrenching.